The What Up Doe Show. Your commentary on sports, entertainment, and alternative news.
Hey, it's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, Doe? Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the What Up Doe Show live on a hump day. I just want to say big up to all my people out there that is ready to get their hump on. And I'm talking about work. Now, you nasty people out there think I'm talking about humping somebody. I want all the ladies out there to show off your humps today. Wear some tight pants. Wear some stretch pants. Show off your humps. We want to see them. It's hump day, baby. It is hump day. You may as well get it in. Got a couple of birthdays out there today to be beautiful and talented. And I mean, this girl is bad. Tamika Handy. She is a singer and a songwriter. Tamika Handy. What's up, Tamika? And also another beautiful, talented woman. She's a writer, Sharika Matthews. So happy birthday to Tamika and Sharika. And that's all I got for birthdays, so let's go on and get this party started.
What Up Doe Sports.
The Dallas Cowboys have invested a lot in cornerback Morris Claiborne, the number 6 overall pick of the 2012 NFL Draft. Now in his third NFL season, Claiborne hasn't lived up to the hype. My goodness, I got to get my words together this morning. He was informed yesterday that Orlando Eskandrick would take his spot in the starting lineup. Claiborne didn't take the news lightly or well. In fact, he just got up and left the Cowboys training facility and didn't participate in practice. Could result in a fine from the team, but I don't think he cares. Jerry Jones commented. He said, is he what we hoped for at this point when we drafted him with the 6th overall pick, giving up the second round pick to go up to the 6th pick to get him? No. But he's going to be a good player, taking a high road. Good job, Jerry. Jerry's a politician, man, taking a high road. You know you pissed off. You know you messed up. You know you fucked up, right? The SEC has suspended Mississippi State center Dylan Day for this weekend's game against Texas A&M for stomping on two defensive players in the Bulldogs' 34-29 upset over LSU this past Saturday. They're taking on Kenny Trill. Dylan Day, a senior, was shown on video leaping up and then stomping hard on LSU defensive tackle Davian Agate shows a stomach in one instance and the groin of cornerback Rashard Robinson in another instance, forcing the latter to be removed from the game. SEC Commissioner Mike Slive announced that punishment Tuesday, citing Day's history of dangerous behavior. Day was previously penalized for stomping on an Auburn player, and his response is that he has been wrongfully accused. Yeah, okay, buddy. I hate to inform you, but that defense didn't work for Donkey Kong Soup either.
What Up Doe Entertainment.
The woman claiming to have 3 boobs is a fraud. She's a fake. She's a phony. And ironically, what exposed her lie is a crime someone committed against her. Jasmine Tri-Devil has been making the rounds claiming she got plastic surgery to net her an additional boob. She even came on the What Up Doe show yesterday. But a document from the Tampa International Airport Police Department describing a baggage theft exposes her freak show as baloney. Bologna. According to the document, someone stole a bunch of luggage off an American Airlines conveyor belt, including a black nylon roller bag. Cops caught the thieves after identifying them with surveillance cameras or surveillance video. Whatever. The black bag belonged to Tri-Devil. But before she got it back, it was inventoried by police as part of the case against the crooks. Want to take a guess what was in the bag? Anybody? Anybody want to take one wild freaking guess what they found in the bag? Yep, a 3 breast prosthesis. That means all 3 breasts was a strap-on. It was a strap-on. It's fake. It's phony. It's Bologna. She told cops the prosthesis was valued at $5,000. The cops said the boobs look perfect. But you're a little twisted, bitch. She's crooked. Triple threat is a fake. It's a phony. It's Bologna. Of course, she did this because she wanted less attention, according to her.
What Up Doe News?
Yeah, you got less attention. You've been in the news 2 days in a row. In Portland, Oregon, police proved they are dedicated to community service when they delivered a pizza after the Pizza Hut delivery man was injured in a car accident. Polizza delivery. Steve Huckins was surprised when he opened the door to Officers Filbert and Curtis holding a Hawaiian pizza. He's gay for not getting the meat lovers. He asked the officers for a photograph to prove his story. The Portland Police Department posted the photo to its Twitter account and it went viral. I know that story is not really seemingly on the surface what up Doe worthy. I agree with you. And quite frankly, I didn't want to do that story. I did it for one reason and one reason only. Because I've been accused of bashing the cops. People accuse me of being an anti-police and a cop basher, a police basher. Because every time I do a story about the cops, it's a bad one. Not all cops are bad. Some are good. People tend to forget about the ones that's bad, though. That's the problem. That's why I expose them when they do wrong. Because if you go to court against the cops, all of a sudden, people always tell you, even your lawyer will tell you, well, if it's your word against their word, people are going to tend to side with the police officers. Why? Because we tend to forget that there's some bad ones out there. So this story just was a good deed by the cops. So I wanted to make sure that I showed that I can be a little more even and give the cops a little props when they deserve it. Okay? Get off my back. I'll bash them later. In London, England, a pair of London gourmet have designed a burger they say tastes like human flesh to celebrate the return of AMC's The Walking Dead. I have a question. How do you know that it tastes like human flesh? How would I know? The Mess Head team said the burger they designed to answer the question, what does human flesh taste like, will be available to sample September 30th at a pop-up restaurant destined for a secret East London location. The burgers, created to celebrate the 5th season of The Walking Dead, were developed by the Mess Head team using testimonials from famous cannibals throughout history. Okay. So that's how you supposedly know. But how would I know? How would I know what it tastes like? The burger contains pork, veal, chicken livers, and bone marrow in an attempt to replicate the taste and texture of human meat. You know, I knew they were going to say it tastes like chicken. For some reason, I just knew that. I'll pass, though. I think I'd rather just have a black burger. You know, they serve them at Burger King in Japan. The black burger. In Los Angeles, California, a popular porn star said sparks flew out of her vagina. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's wrong. It says sparks flew out from a sex toy. It would have been better if it flew out of her vagina. This story would have been so much better. Speaking of that, I'm going to take a side note. I'll start this story over. I'm sorry. Big up to Latone Hart. Sent me a message, a story about, and I started to do it. It was just too late. I was already getting ready to fire up the show. A story about a woman who made cookies designed like vaginas for her second grade class. This is a great. The lady told the teacher, her child is in the second grade, and there was a second grade she brought these cookies and told the teacher, this is a great way for you to start the conversation about the female genitalia. The teacher was like, no, it looks like assorted coochies. I don't think so. That was funny to me. A popular porn star said sparks flew out of her vagina. I'm sorry. It flew out from a sex toy she was using at a video shoot, burning her hands and nearly scathing her genitals. Missy Martinez said she was using a Hitachi Magic Wand vibrator during a scene when the handle started to heat up and sparks began firing out of her vagina. I started to say vagina. Anyway, firing off from where the device connects to its cord. That's where the sparks came from. Martinez told the What Up Doe Show the sparks were just inches from her genitals and those of her scene partner. The What Up Doe Show reporter said, show me the part of your genitals that almost got hit by the flames. Show it to us, or we're not going to believe you. Let us see it, baby. Show me the money maker. In Kyoto, Japan, police have seized hundreds of pairs of shoes with built-in upskirt cameras by visiting buyers' homes and asking them to voluntarily give up the items. Yeah. Police said they received a list of about 1,500 customers when they raided a company specializing in the voyeuristic footwear known as Tusatsu shoes. They have since been visiting the homes of customers and asking them to voluntarily give up the shoes. Police said they believe they have collected nearly all pairs of shoes, save for some said to have been thrown away. Oh, no, I threw those away. I threw those away. Sorry, cops. I would give them to you. I really would. But I threw those away. Yeah, right. I'm using them now. The customers were asked to surrender the shoes and fill out a disposal request that asked them to state why they purchased them. I like the look. They looked good. They had a good shine. Had nothing to do with the camera on the toe that I could snap a shot up someone's skirt. You know, it's not that I wanted to see her panties. It just so happened to be there, but I really like the look. I like the shine. It was a fashion statement. Kyoto police said they are sharing data on customers outside of their jurisdiction with other law enforcement agencies and urging police in other areas to visit the homes of those buyers. Those buyers are now hiding them. I threw them away. It is now time for your What Up Doe movie review. A different angle being taken today on the What Up Doe movie review because yesterday I watched a classic. I didn't watch a new movie. I decided to watch a classic that I hadn't seen in a while and I've seen a lot of times. I watched The Five Heartbeats, one of the greatest movies of all times, man. And you know, it made me think. I was having a conversation with my friend Daryl Lowe. You can check him out. He's a great car salesman, one of my mentors. DLoSalesCars.com is his website. But D-Lo was telling me, we were talking about movies, and I was saying how, one thing that offends me a little bit is that if you recommend a black movie to a white person, they will never watch it. And that really bothers me. They will recommend a movie to you, and some I won't watch too, like American Pie, I'll pass, But they have their little cult classics that I'll pass on. But a lot of movies but the bulk of the movies are white movies. So, I do watch a lot of them. But if you say, look, this is a great film, you've got to see it, they will say, yeah, whatever. And they will never ever take the time to watch the film and support the black cinematography. I don't understand that, and it really does offend me to an extent. I mean, the one that really offended me there was a guy I worked with. He seems all cool, and he's real cool, and we could